Hey Bestie, it's Lisa. Welcome or welcome back. In today's episode, we are going to craft with Dollar Tree toilet plungers. I've got a toilet plunger and then a round piece of wood from the Dollar Tree, and I've got some cup hooks. I believe I got those at like Lowe's or Home Depot, one of those places. You just screw off the plunger part, the rubbery part, and then the hardest part of anything with these is removing that tag. You've got to heat it up, scrape it off, and then I just sand it down after I got rid of the, sticky stuff. I sand down the entire wooden piece. So for this one, we're just going to use the wooden piece. I'm also going to sand down the wood round because Dollar Tree wood can be a little bit on the rough side. So I just don't want to get splinters or, have it catch on anything. And then that hole we don't really need. So I'm going to keep putting hot glue in there till it fills it up, and then I'll sand that down and it'll be a nice smooth surface. You can also use wood filler or spackle. I just grab my hot glue gun. I'm going to use my Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint, and I'm going to paint both the toilet plunger wood and the round piece as well. And here I am just getting rid of the extra glue after it dried to fill in that hole. And when it's done, you won't even notice it. I do several coats to make sure it's nice and covered. And I did do the whole thing. So now I've got some dowels that were left over from some furniture. You can pick those up at the hardware store too. And I'm just going to drill a hole carefully through the bottom of the toilet plunger. And then I'm also going to drill a hole through the center of the round wood piece, because what I want to do besides gluing it, I want to add something else to secure it in place. And so that is why I'm doing this. You could put a nail from the bottom through, but I think that would actually be harder to do because how would you see it? And I'm not a woodworker, so, or a carpenter. So I did add some E6000 and a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to go ahead and get that in there and just kind of secure it. And I'm going to hold it in place till the hot glue dries because we are going to be working with it. Now, I could have added the cup hooks first, but I thought this would work out. So I'm just going to use several cups to demonstrate. I'm going to use a very small drill bit, like a pilot hole, just to get these started. You don't have to do that, but because I didn't want to be moving it around a lot, that's why I did it. And these cup hooks, you can just twist in with your hands once you have a little point of a hole. You could take even like a little pokey tool and start a hole and then do it. Anyway, I used my drill because I had it handy, and you don't have to have one though to make this. So now I'm just measuring with each cup how far it's going to hang down so I know where to put another one. And I'm kind of moving them around the toilet plunger piece of wood because I don't want them obviously stacked on top of each other. I want them to be a little more evenly distributed around this pole, if you will. I probably even could have added another one more than I did, but I think this is fine. I didn't want it to be too heavy. So now I'm just playing with the cups to see what it's going to look like. And I ended up getting 5 cups on there. And then I'm just going to cut off any excess hot glue that was stuck at the bottom because I was very generous with it. I didn't want this thing to go anywhere. And of course, once the E6000 dries, it's going to be incredibly sturdy. You can also use wood glue because obviously wood glue is best for wood. I'm going to take this outside and spray it with my Krylon Clear Glaze just to seal it. Then I've got some greenery. These are from Amazon, and I'm just going to cover around the bottom just to make it a little decorative. I didn't want to do too much because the coffee cups would actually be the decor if you think about it. But this will get them, out of the cupboards and just in a nice decorative way. And I thought, what a fun, practical thing to do with a Dollar Tree plunger. You have to let me know what you think. I really like it. I've got a Dollar Tree plunger and a larger pot from the Dollar Tree. And then I've got this cute wooden home sign from the Dollar Tree. And then these are kind of plastic. It says woof and meow. I didn't end up using that bless sign. I'm going to take a bunch of old Jenga blocks that I had that had been painted or I took apart or something happened to, because I need to build up the center in this pot because otherwise it would go in way too deep. So of course I'm going to take off the sticker and then sand down the wood. And I'm going to start figuring out how tall I need that. And then I'm going to drill some pilot holes so that I can attach the toilet plunger piece. So I'm going to also start a pilot hole in the center of it as well. I'm just trying to get it sturdy. And then I've got a screw, which I'm going to use to put that together because I need something flatter to make this stand up. I'm also going to put a couple little pieces of like shims on either side of that screw to bring them to the same height. I'm going to take my antique wax by Waverly and I'm just going to stain this toilet plunger piece. I thought that would look nice. And then I'm going to put a clear glaze over it. I'm going to take the home sign, get rid of the hanger, and I'm going to paint that with this gorgeous peacock color from Waverly. I just wanted it to be really bright and vibrant. I'm going to put a clear glaze on that as well. And then I'm just going to take the woof and the meow sign. I'm just going to spray them with a clear glaze on both sides to kind of seal it. Now I'm going to figure out where I want to hang them on this planter sign. So this is going to be a cute little planter. You can sit outside or on your patio, or maybe even at your front door, especially if you have dogs or cats or both, just to say, you know, we have a dog, woof. This is my home, I love it, and meow for a cat. And so for those other animal lovers out there like me, I thought this would be such a fun thing. And you don't have to include those. You could put other signs on there instead with other words. This is just what I wanted to do. I added back a smaller hanger to the home sign because the other one was way too big. And I just used some twine, hot glue, and masking tape. So now I've got that situated. So I just need to attach this to all of that wood stacked up on the inside, all the Jenga blocks. So I did some pilot holes and I put some screws in there to make this very secure. And so I'm really happy with how that turned out. Now I'm going to fill in as much of this pot with plastic bags as possible because we just really don't need, you know, to do anything else. And then I got this grass kind of sheet from the Dollar Tree. It was in Dollar Tree Plus. And I thought, I've got to try using this. So I'm going to cut out a piece that is a little bigger than what would fit around that center of the top of the pot. And once I get that, I'm going to cut an angle, kind of a slit from one corner to the center so that this part will go around the pole, if you will. And I'll make a little X in the middle. Now I'm going to lay it on top, as you can see, and wrap it around. And I'm going to hot glue, but first I'm going to cut off the excess. So I'm just going to kind of go around the edge and just cut around that circle, kind of leaning on the edge of the pot so I know where to cut. You need a pretty thick scissors for this one. It's very thick stuff. So I've got that trimmed up now, you know, got rid of the excess pieces, and I'm just going to push it on the inside, and then I'll go around and add some hot glue to secure it down to those bags inside, you know, just so it doesn't move around. You could also add flowers with this or greenery. I think whatever you want. I just wanted to keep it simple, but I wanted something green in there. So now I'm just going to hang up my little signs that go on it, and I think this is so cute. Imagine if you had one that said something like, you know, party in the back, swimming, whatever, you know, you could do whatever you wanted on this. You could put arrows. I just think this little sign is so cute. You have to let me know what you think. I have another Dollar Tree plunger, and I've got a bunch of fabric from the Dollar Tree that I've had in my stash. I love these gorgeous colors. They're so fun. I'm going to remove that tag, and then I'm going to start opening up my fabric, and I'm going to cut pieces each. I actually did 8 of this first one. I'm just going to cut a little slit and rip it because I really love those frayed edges. I'll do that with the rest of them. And now I'm just going to create a little pattern. You can create any pattern you want. I'm just going to hot glue the edge of the top of each piece on and just do that pattern across the entire toilet plunger stick. Now that I've got them all on there in the pattern that I want, I'm going to take this white mesh ribbon from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to add a few pieces right over the top just to give it a little more interest and texture. I think that really adds to it. This is becoming a little bit of a shabby chic hanging piece. I'm also going to use some of that green mesh ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I think that'll just really complement the colors in the fabrics. And I'll hot glue those on the same way I did the fabric. Now I'm going to take this ribbon that I have. I think I got it on clearance at, I want to say Hobby Lobby, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a lace ribbon, and I'm going to put it across the top just to kind of give it a finished look. I really like the way this looks on the top. I'm going to hot glue it on, and then I'm just going to kind of bend it around the back and hot glue it. But first, I'm going to add some rope so that it has a hanger. So I'm going to make a slip knot on each end. I'm going to wrap it around the end of the toilet plunger stick. Then, after I glue that on, I will bend the rest of that lace ribbon around the back and hot glue it down. And that'll keep the hanger on there very secure. I love the way this is turning out. Now I'm going to trim the bottom so they're all relatively the same length. I thought that would look really nice. They were kind of all over the place when I first put them on. I love the way it turned out, but I felt like I just wanted to add a little bit more. So I've got this beautiful peony that I ordered on Amazon. They have the best ones I've ever seen. And then I'm going to add some leaves to either side of it and a little bit on the bottom. I just thought this made it look so beautiful. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. Let me know what you think. It was a very easy thing to make using a toilet plunger. I have 2 of the rubber pieces of the toilet plunger, the actual plunger part, I guess, and I'm going to clean them off with some rubbing alcohol. They always are so dusty. I think it's the rubber they're made out of. It kind of like attracts the dust. We're going to be using Rub and Buff on them to create beautiful candlesticks. I just wanted to do something that wasn't only with the wood stick that it comes with. Now I'm going to take my antique gold Rub and Buff, put some on a paper towel and just start rubbing it on. You could use a brush as well, but I felt like this spread it around a lot easier. And I'm going to do this on the whole top of this piece. And it's going to end up looking like a metal gold candlestick. And when you look at it when it's done, you won't see the plunger part of the toilet plunger. It's amazing how this Rub and Buff works. I'm sure that you could also use gold paint, but I figured since this was rubber, this Rub and Buff would probably stick a little bit better, and it really did. Honestly, I was very happy with it. And even some of the black pokes through, which I think makes it even look more like metal. It's like a brushed gold on, a black iron kind of a piece. That's what it looks like to me. So I did the same thing with both of them. And then I took it outside and I sprayed some clear glaze over the top of it. And can I just tell you, that's it. All you have to do is add candles, the taper candles to it, which I also got those at the Dollar Tree. And that was it. You could not do an easier project. Oh my gosh. And I think they look amazing. I put them up in my house and I just could not believe how real they looked. This is like a great hack. You'll have to let me know what you think. I've got 3 of the Dollar Tree plungers. I'm going to go ahead and remove those labels from all of them. And then what we're going to do is unscrew the rubber part because we are going to be painting and I need to separate them to do that. They just twist right off. I'm going to sand down each of the wood pieces just to make sure they're nice and smooth for painting. Then I'm going to use 3 different colors, Fern and Peacock by Waverly, and I'm also going to use this yellow color that I got from Folk Art. And I'm going to paint each of the sticks in those colors, and then I'm going to clean out the inside of the rubber pieces of the plungers, and I'm going to paint each of them one of those colors as well. And it goes on really well with the paint. I was surprised. The one that wasn't as good was the acrylic, but the chalk paint went on very well. So I did do a couple coats of the acrylic, whereas I didn't have to do that with the chalk paint. It was just a great coverage. So just a little tip there. I probably wouldn't use acrylic paint. I just was out of my yellow. I'm not going to paint the outside, just the inside and the very top. So there you go. All 3 of them are painted now. I'm going to put some polyacrylic over them to seal them because they're going to be outside. And I also sprayed each of the handles. And these are going to be the cutest little outdoor bird feeders or bird waterers. You just shove them in the ground, especially right now while the ground is wet. And they are adorable. Let me know what you think. Are you ready for more inspiration? I've got another video here I think you will really like. Click on it. I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye.